Yo, what up, everybody? And welcome to another episode here of the Ravens Corner. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. So, tonight we have a pretty cool guest here with us today. We have a Marco from Pillars of Doom. Pretty cool fucking clothing company based here in the great state of Texas. Woo! Another Texas dude, right on. Super happy that he's here. We're going to get to pick his brain not only about the brand, the designs, how he got started and whatever info that he'd be able to give us on owning a business and especially in how the economy is today. So it'd be kind of cool to talk to him here in a bit. So before we start, of course, we always got to kick things off with some music. So I will be playing here. It's called Embers Gathering by Fleshbore. They're a pretty fucking cool band. Worked with them in the past when they were on tour. They came through Texas. Super nice dudes. Very fucking amazing musicians. Again, this is Fleshbore with Embers Gathering. And then we'll go ahead and pop in Marco here with Pillars of Doom. Damn, that's a killer track. Again, that's Fleshbore Embers Gathering. Make sure to follow them on social media. They're on Instagram, Facebook, I think YouTube as well. I'll leave the band's social medias on the description box below so y'all can check them out. Especially when they're on tour. Definitely recommend them live. They are fucking amazing. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and bring up my guest, and this is Marco from Pillars of Doom. So let me go ahead and pop him in here. Bam.
What's
Yo,
going on?
how's it going, man? How are you?
Pretty good, bro. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. And again, thank you for joining me today, man. I really do appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, man. Thanks for inviting me. I'm
Oh, of
really
course,
excited
dude.
to get down, bro.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, no, I'm excited to have you, dude. Finally, it's nice to put a face to the name.
Yeah.
So that's always a cool thing.
Yeah.
So again, dude. So before we kind of go at it. Just give us a little brief description on about you, man, and the brand.
Yeah. So I run Pillars of Doom Studios. It's an alternative clothing brand. Um, we just kind of take those little dark parts of, everything, put them into t-shirts, put them into something that you can represent physically, show what you like and not really care about what people think, bro.
Fuck yeah, man. That's a good way to go about life,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck yeah. I mean, because it's good to be yourself. I know,
Exactly.
especially nowadays, a lot of people I feel are a little more comfortable in expressing themselves
Yeah.
how they want. Because there was a point in time where people followed a lot of trends, and I myself, when I was very young, still not sure how I wanted, the kind of look or vibe that I
Yeah.
feel comfortable with. You follow those fucking Laredo 90s trends that you look back on and are fucking horrible. but it's good to for people to come out of that and to promote that too in the brand. I think is pretty sweet. So that's pretty awesome, man, that that you incorporate that
Yeah.
in the brand. And so the name, man, Pillars of Doom, that's a pretty fucking sick name. I love it. How did that come to be?
Oh man, dude. I really don't mean to disappoint you, bro, but it just happened. Like I was just, sitting here like, I need a name. What sounds cool? Pillars are cool. All right, Doom. That's it. Pillars of Doom.
And you know what, man? That's usually how the best names
Yeah.
come about when you really don't put much thought. It just kind of hits you. You're like, yes,
That's
this
it.
is the
Yep.
name. This feels right, and you move
Yep.
forward. That's now that you're lucky, man, because not too many people can. So a lot of people are just there, like, fuck, what do I do? What is the
Yeah.
name? No, this sounds like shit. This is stupid. You just overthink things, and at the end of the day, you end up going with the first thing you probably chose, anyways.
Right.
um yeah, no, dude, I'm a huge overthinker, man, especially when it comes to music or anything really. Do you find yourself being like an overthinker sometimes, where you have to kind of tell yourself like, whoa, slow
Oh,
down and let me kind of just.
definitely, bro. Definitely. Especially when it comes to making artwork, when it comes to putting a collection up, I'm always sitting here like, okay, is this design good enough? Do I really see people, wanting to see this? Do I see myself wanting to wear this? So it's definitely a process where it takes me a little bit to figure out what I want to do with stuff.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm the same way, man. It's funny. I do the same shit. I'm like, okay, can I wear this? Would
Yeah.
16-year-old me wear this? Would 25-year-old me wear this? Would 40-year-old me wear this? Would 60-year-old me be like, hey, I want, midlife crisis. That's a pretty cool shirt. I don't know. I do the same thing, man. Even with music, when I write a riff or something, I'm just kind of like, okay, I go through the same process just with the music. So it's pretty funny. It's good to know that there's a lot of. I'm sure
Yep.
there's so many other creators,
Oh yeah,
man, that
dude.
do the same shit. We are our own worst enemies at times.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
And how do you conquer that, man? Like, how do you see past that?
Dude, honestly, I'm just surrounded by a lot of really wonderful and helpful people. Like my family, my friends. If I get stuck, like, I can't figure out what design or what do I want on this, I have my little focus group, if you want to call it, where I'll just
Yeah.
have either my homies or like some family and be like, hey, what do y'all think about this? And there's been a lot of times where I've had friends just on a call just saying like, hey, why don't you put this in here or put that in here? So it really helps me, it keeps me grounded, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and it's good to have either close friends or family that are like that, man. They tell you how it is. They don't
Yeah,
bullshit, because
exactly.
I'm the same way, man. I'm a very blunt person. Some people are appreciative, later on,
Yeah.
not really at that moment.
Exactly.
But I say the same thing. I go, I'd rather know the fucking truth. I'd rather
Yeah.
you tell me right now, look, Rudy, it's fucking, this is trash, bro. Like
Right.
it sucks. And it just, or add this or add that or write something else or do something else or just scrap it completely.
Hmm.
I rather hear that than 3 months later, oh dude, it sucked all along, we just didn't want to tell you. And I'm like, I get even more mad. I'm like, what the
Right.
fuck? Then why do I have you all around as friends? You can't even tell me right then and there that it's trash, but I tell you right then and there when you're doing something stupid. So it's kind of like, come on,
Yeah.
and it's like you said, man, it keeps you grounded, it keeps you humble,
Yep.
especially in a business with apparel, or
Hmm.
you incorporate the apparel and music scene. And sometimes, man, I mean, it can get I get, people can get full of themselves. We're human beings, it's a common and very normal thing. But again, having real people around you to kind of bring you back a few
Yeah.
notches and be like, wait a second, buddy, like it's cool and all, but be appreciative of what you're doing, of what's coming your way, and just don't be a douchebag about it. So
Exactly.
yeah, no, yeah, man, I totally feel you. um so as far as like the design process, dude, like take me through it. Do you kind of base it by season, or just something maybe might hit you right then and there, you're like, oh shit, let me go about this or that. How does that process work for you?
Yeah. A lot of it just I kind of sit here on my computer for a little bit and I'm thinking, all right, Halloween's coming up, right? What do people want? What do people wear around that time? So that's how we kind of came up with the phobias collection. That was the idea of somebody. They're like, hey, you know what? It's scary season. We got to make something that really scares people. Like, what does that represent? So that's how that came along. But the other stuff is just me sitting here, bro. Just like, what do I think is cool? Like, all right, we'll add a skull. What else is cool? You know, and I'll just kind of build up on that. Or it's just kind of how I feel sometimes.
Yeah,
And then, of course, the seasons do impact
yeah,
it a lot too.
that's cool, man. And has it ever happened to you where you're just kind of like, maybe complete, just consumed with something else, like not even a design or nothing with the brand, and then within like a moment, like a split second, you're like, holy shit, this idea just kind of like,
Oh,
just
all the time,
you
bro.
stop what you're doing and you're just finding like, I need to get this done real quick.
Yeah, on my phone, bro, I have my notes. While I'm at my other job, bro, I'll just be walking around and I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, that's perfect. Write it down. So I just have, big lists of just random words, random things that eventually I'll get to and I'll throw it into Photoshop and see what I can come up with.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. You kind of take the environment around
Mhm.
you, or certain scenarios or things you might see, and you kind of put that into paper. That's cool, man. Because I remember some years ago, dude, I had a job that it was an old building, man, fucking super old. Like it was haunted and shit. Like like me and my coworker saw some shit, like some shit in there, and they had a basement, and that's where we had our, all the mop buckets and all that
Right.
bullshit. But that basement was like a dungeon, like back in the day. And there was a sink that had been there for who knows, probably just as old as the building, man. And there was like a lot of old blood stains like on it.
Mhm.
And so I remember I took a lot of different pictures and this and that and whatever. And eventually, like, I ended up painting something based on that. And it's just cool to kind of, like you said, you take certain things you see or certain scenes or an experience here, there, whatever, and incorporate it into a t-shirt design, or maybe
Yeah,
like you paint something on a canvas.
exactly, bro.
So no, yeah, that's cool, man. And I feel like it too, it keeps the mind sharp, dude.
Oh, yeah, for
Keeps the
sure, bro.
creative mind, like, keeps it fucking flowing. Because I feel like if you don't, I feel like even in art, man, or like if you don't use it, you don't lose it per se, but
Kind of fades away.
yeah, man,
You
it's a
lose
little,
that. Yeah.
yeah, it's a little harder to shake off the cobwebs sometimes, or you just kind of like procrastinating yourself
Right.
even more, like, I don't
Mhm.
know, it's been a while.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes. And so with that, man, like music, Is music play a huge part also in
Oh,
a lot of the designs, I'm sure? Yeah.
100%, bro. 100%. Every time I'm, doing something, I'm always wearing headphones, bro. Headphones, earbuds, no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, bro. I'm always listening to music. So it's a big, big inspiration on, the design process, like how it actually comes out. So it's a big part of it, bro. It's a huge part of my life, honestly.
Cool, cool, cool. Right on. And of course, and is there any specific style of music that tends to like push you more like creatively?
Dude, anything, bro. Just
Yeah.
I get inspiration from anything. I'm one of those people who can just kind of vibe with any type of music, bro. I'll go from country to like deathcore or
Oh,
death
okay,
metal.
nice.
So it's, that big range just kind of it helps you pick inspiration from different little areas. So I'm not just kind of boxed into one little zone. It's just a big, web of just different places I can just be like, "Oh, okay, that sounds cool. Maybe I can do
Yeah.
something with this."
No, hell yeah, dude. It's good to have to be open minded like that, especially in music. Because you know how it is. There's a lot of people like, no, I only listen to metal,
Yeah.
I only listen to this or that. And I'm like, okay, cool. But what if you listen to alternative, or what if you try maybe this punk or grunge, or the industrial or goth or whatever? You never know. You might like something
Yeah.
else. And like you said too, especially if you're involved in any kind of art or any kind of creative whatever, whether it's poetry, this, that, and the other. I mean, you can gain inspiration from anything. So having that range in music, I feel too, like it really does help just keep our minds open.
Yeah.
And it'd be, I mean, shit, man, if more people did that in art or in music, I mean, we'd have, man, we'd be so overwhelmed with creativity, so
Yeah.
much of it, especially in a time where people follow trends a lot, they
Yep.
really are just, I don't know, man. I guess people are just fucking afraid to be themselves sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, which I mean, you shouldn't. Who gives a fuck what other people
Exactly.
think? You're happy, you're cool, your little circle of friends, you guys are vibing, enjoying whatever y'all are doing, enjoying life. Then fuck it,
Yeah.
man. Just
Just be
fucking
yourself, just be happy,
do you.
bro. Exactly.
How about film, horror, any kind of
Oh,
horror?
of
Yeah,
course, bro. I mean, you see the Jason
yeah,
mask he
that's what
got
I
up here,
noticed.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
noticed.
dude, I love horror movies. I love, any kind of horror media, games, books, all that stuff, bro.
Hell yeah, man. It's good to get inspiration from that too, especially just in film, especially a lot of the old school films for me, dude. Like when I go on a 70s or 80s kind of like
Yeah.
binge watch on just the randomest, cheesiest, sometimes insanely bad horror
Yeah.
movies. But even the funny ones, man, that you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, really? Am I really spending an hour and a half watching this?
Watching
But
this.
yeah, but I think it's more for like the comedic side of it. I go, this is the dumbest shit ever. But
Yeah.
I feel like too, man, it kind of also helps the creative juices flow too. Like, oh shit, that's a pretty funny scene. Let me see if I can do something with it and kind of make it my own. Same
Yeah.
vibe, same inspiration, but just see what little twists and turns you can add to it to make it even funnier, or maybe even a little more fucking brutal in some
Yeah.
cases. I guess it just depends. Um, yeah, no, dude, that's a pretty cool way. It's cool to have the horror, the sci-fi, but yet
Mhm.
the music, and have that open mindedness to the
Yeah.
music, and kind of just
Mash
mix it
everything
all.
together, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and I always feel like that comes it it pushes you to be better,
Yep.
pushes you to that limit, and then of course it's just gonna your skill set. I feel it's just gonna take that notch another higher skill set. You're gonna get higher and better and better and
Yeah.
better. Before you know it, it'll just come like second
Naturally, yeah.
nature. It'll just be
Yeah.
like boom, boom, boom. Okay, I got this idea. Da, 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 da. But yeah, no, man, that's super cool that you incorporate a lot of that style of music, open minded with the music, and of course the movie element to it. Because I feel like with your designs, man, and stuff that I've seen, man, it fucking fits very very well.
Thank you. Thank you.
It yeah, man, it definitely goes well. I could definitely see it. I don't know, dude. I can definitely see your shit like in like wardrobe and horror movies, or like indie horror. Have you ever tried that? Have you ever maybe felt like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to, I don't know, just some indie fucking filmmakers. Maybe get some of my stuff like
Oh,
you know,
dude,
there or in music videos? Has that crossed your mind?
dude, that'd be sick, bro. That'd be super sick. I'm a little shy when it comes to that kind of stuff, bro. I'm always kind of reserved. I've never been like super open to be like, hey, do you want
Yeah.
to come check out my stuff? Like, look at this. Uh, yeah, dude, it'd be cool. It'd be really cool to do something like that, bro.
Yeah, you know what, man? Like, I feel you, because I always joke around with either like close friends or family. I'm like, I'm a super shy dude. Also, I'm not very talkative. It doesn't seem like it, I guess, when I do this stuff or whatever. But it's funny because the profession I went into, you have to talk to people. You have to like put yourself out there
Yeah.
and ha ha ha, he hey and get used to a lot of rejection too. I promise you, dude, like I got out of that comfort zone. I would force myself to do shit, or no, I gotta fucking just do it. You know, if they say no, who gives a fuck? You know, as long as you made the attempt, or they might not even reach it back out to you. So who cares? You know, I would kind of psych myself like that. And after a while, it just comes natural, man. You don't even think about the fucking I mean the shyness is always there, but I think I tend to worry about more like, damn, I'm gonna say something completely fucking stupid, you know, or I'm gonna
Yeah.
say something that they're gonna be like, what? Like, what did he?
Like,
I
what is
didn't
he on
understand.
about?
Right? I did not understand a fucking thing he said. Next, nope, sorry. Talk to you later. But I mean, yeah, dude. Nah, I think that the more you force yourself, I think the easier it'll come, especially once you start getting people that are interested. They're like, okay, I like this, I like that, give me a little more info, or how, or what do you want from us, kind of a thing.
Right.
And what do you hope to gain out of it, or you know, like, and I think once you kind of break that ice, it'll come natural, man. It
Yeah.
will. Plus, I feel like it'll happen when you least expect it. You'll just get that feeling like, I probably should reach out to this company or this person or this band or this director or whatever. And if you ever have that feeling, that gut instinct, just go for it, man.
Yeah.
Just go for it. Even if you have to fucking message them 2 times, 3 times. I mean, I've done that in the past where I've like wanted to get a band so bad. I fucking like 30 emails in, and finally they're like, okay, yes, we'll talk to you now. I'm like, fuck yeah, finally. You know, 30 emails later, but hey.
It happened. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. But nah, that's cool, man. And again, dude, just again, it'll happen naturally.
Yeah.
You'll know. Yeah, you'll know. That's kind of how it happened with me. I just felt like, no, I need to, and I did, and I got to know, but at least they responded.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, fuck it. You just we gotta keep hustling, man. We just gotta keep pushing, pushing. And so when you're about to release a collection, you know, what I guess what do you do behind the scenes to prepare? Like whether it's any kind of visuals, marketing, photo shoots, like what is the norm for you before a release?
Yeah. We're starting to do a lot more photo shoots, bro. So that's kind of what we aim to do. We like to also record little commercials, we like to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we have our mascot. His name is Doug, Doug the Doom Bat. He's
Nice.
this little, five-eyed bat that we kind of treat him like the Crypt Keeper.
Oh,
So
sick. Yeah,
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 his voice is super inspired by it. The first couple commercials, we hired a voice actor, and he sounded really good, bro. But he's, I guess, stopped doing it. So it's between me and my business partner that kind of just voice him when we need to.
yeah.
So, when we start, thinking about a collection, we'll be like, okay, how is Doug gonna present this to the audience? How we're gonna treat this collection. So that goes, part of it. And what I'm wanting to do with our photo shoots, I want to kind of tell a story, if you know what I mean.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
So the latest one we just did, we went to a haunted forest or road. It's pretty well known here in Houston. It's called Patterson Road. It supposedly, if you leave your car off and you stay on that bridge, you'll start feeling like hands pushing your car. Never tried it, but the legend's there. It's a pretty cool little forest too.
Yeah.
And I got one of my buddies to dress up in this really crappy robe from like Spirit Halloween, and he's just in the background of all the pictures that I took of
Oh yeah, I think I
the
saw
shoot. Yep.
somebody in one of the, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I just kind of wanted to tell that little story of, oh, there's a demon watching you or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, hell yeah, dude. I think that's awesome. And I think getting creative like that, it's cool because again, you're having fun with it. And whether it's a photo shoot or a videos or whatever, like I always feel like that comes across, to the person watching your shit is like, oh damn, like they look like they're having fun, or
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it's fucking like forced, like you're just trying to force whatever out there.
Exactly.
So that's super cool, man. I dig that big time because that's something I kind of wanted to get into, was like doing little mini um like just the little mini horror scenes,
Yeah.
based on whatever design. Just do a little horror scene, the classic fucking whatever,
Yeah.
cheesy camper type like movie and stuff. Because there's this house, man, that I started fixing up a year ago. So it's a total like 70s fucking like vibe, dude. And
Oh, dude.
that's the only reason why I was like, I think I'm gonna move here. Just I didn't even look at anything else. I just like this reminds me of like I don't know, like a Cabin in the Woods or the Evil Dead house.
Yeah.
It gave me that vibe, and I was like, I can do some pretty cool little like mini horror like
Like shoots or
shorts.
stuff. Yeah.
Like shorts or shoots or something. But I haven't gotten around to it, man, because I like to, again, I overthink.
Yeah.
I need to get this, when I really don't. I can just get some basic starter ass shit,
Yeah.
editing, whatever, lighting, and that should take care of it.
Yeah.
But nah, man, but I think that's cool, dude, that you want to do that, man. Again, because don't get me wrong, the traditional photo shoots and stuff like that, they're cool. I respect for everybody that does it. I mean, I don't mind it at all. But I think it's also cool to kind of think outside the box,
Yeah.
and just do like things that you mentioned, or just little fun things like that. Plus it keeps people like fucking locked in. I feel too, it keeps people curious for more. Oh, what are they going to release next?
Yeah.
Photo shoot or next video, or what are they? Once they get used to the mascot that you have, like, oh shit, look, there he is. That you can just do so much with it as time passes, dude. And of course, that just makes it easier when thinking of content, and then it's now after that it's just kind of putting it, like making it happen.
Yeah.
But that's the fun part, is making what you envision, making it happen.
Yeah.
So nah, dude, that's super cool, man, that you want to do that. And have you ever thought about, let's say, doing like short little like mini movies or anything like that? Like, has that ever been a passion of yours at one point?
Dude, we were supposed to do one for this photo shoot. We were gonna do a behind the scenes of us doing the photo shoot with the demon stalking us in the background. I had this whole plan, bro. Footage got corrupted.
No.
Footage got corrupted. Lost everything, bro. So that's still definitely in the plans, though. Once I figure out what either the next collection is gonna be or what I want to do in the future with it.
Yeah.
It's that's coming, bro. That's coming.
Hell yeah, man. That's I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be cool to see once you kind of start flowing with that. So you think it got corrupted because of some spirituals, paranormal type shit, or man, just random like glitch?
Dude, I want to be surprised if we pissed something off in that forest, bro. We were not taking it serious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
We
were just having fun, man, bro. But
you know what, dude? And I always feel like, you know what, dude, fuck it, man. Like, what would you do if you you took some pictures and you caught some shit, like some kind of like a ghost or something? Man, would you just kind of roll with it and just still release the stuff and just be like, fuck it?
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick, bro.
That would be kind of sick.
Yeah, just real ghosts caught in this photo, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess when you do go back and do something there, just really pay attention to the photos you take.
Yeah.
The photos or videos, because you never know. You never know.
Exactly, bro.
Damn. And as far as locations, man, like, how do you like do you just kind of scout before? Do you already have like places in mind that you might have looked at before prior, places you've worked, or do you go off of like also maybe, just town legend or city legend, like, oh, this spot here, that spot there, let's go. Like, how do you kind of plan that?
Dude, I'm always just kind of drawn to forests. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just that set of just trees in the background. You don't know what's in the trees. You don't know what's out there. That's always my main like go to. Unfortunately, bro, where I live, there's not that many like, oh, this is a creepy place. Like we had to drive like 40 minutes to get to this forest.
Oh shit.
So, but it's just, the fact that that's there and, the legend and everything, that's just kind of what draws me to those areas. But yeah, dude, if there was a lot more, places like I could go to locally, that'd be perfect, bro. But till then, it'll just be, forest shoots until until I can
Yeah.
find it.
Nah, dude, and forest shoots I feel are cool again because you can go back at different times of the
Mhm.
day, night, and again you can just play with so many different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I think would you ever do like a late kind of like photo shoot, or you're not sure?
Yeah, dude, that'd be
Yeah,
sick. Yeah.
I think that would be cool too, man. I guess just kind of the vibe one, and I think it'll make for really good photos as well, maybe even videos, just depending on the creepiness or the vibe that
Mhm.
you guys might get, depending how late it gets too. um uh yeah, no, man, I think that natural reaction of either like fear or anxiousness,
Yeah.
I think will come through, and I think it would make for a pretty cool like photos, man, or little videos or commercials or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
even like you said, like behind the scenes kind of stuff. Like, oh shit, we heard some stuff, we caught it on this, da 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 da, and then you clip into whatever,
Yeah.
yeah, nah, dude, and again, you can do so much cool stuff with stuff like that, man. That's and it's awesome too that you and your team, they're open minded to stuff like that, and they're just like, fuck it, let's just roll with it and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm all the people that are in my photo shoots are just my friends, and I'm super lucky to have people that are willing to, drive out to this forest with me and stand out there just pretending to be a demon while I take some pictures of them.
Hell yeah, dude. Nah, it's cool, man, and it's a good bonding experience too. And again, just a memory that you and your friends make for that day. Oh
Yeah.
shit, yeah, we did all this stuff. We did the photo shoots, the videos, da 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 da. And the fact that they support you, man, in what you do
Yeah.
and your passion, that's a huge plus, man.
Yeah,
Especially
dude.
nowadays, it's hard to find people that I guess will be there for you and
Mhm.
really support you and really want you to succeed.
Exactly, bro.
That's a hard thing to come by nowadays. So the fact that you have that, man, shit, you're
Yeah.
blessed, dude. Again, not too many people uh can say they have that kind of
Yeah.
support. So
Yeah,
it's
dude.
cool, man. And how have you ever dealt, like, how have you any kind of, let's say, negativity, or maybe people kind of telling you, hey, you following your passion or you following this path is not going to get you anywhere, bro, like, you're never going to have a career out of it, this, that, or the other. Have you heard any of that, in your time in starting your own business? And if so, like, how did you overcome that?
Yeah, dude, there's definitely those people that when you tell them, hey, I'm just, I'm doing this little clothing brand, I'm doing this and that. They're like, oh, yeah, that's cool. It's not really gonna pop off, but you do you. Um, in my head, I'm always like, okay, I'll prove you wrong. We'll see what happens. You'll see me when I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's that
No,
I don't know if it sounds bad, but it's that like I'm gonna prove you wrong mentality.
no, dude, that's definitely not the wrong mentality to have. I feel like that's the right mentality to
Yeah,
have, because I do the same shit. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, well, and I just start kind of thinking to myself, well, they're probably miserable themselves in
yeah,
their personal lives. Maybe they can't follow whatever passion they have for either fear, or they just maybe can't because, yeah, I don't know, married girlfriend, whatever the case may be. Sometimes they're frown upon shit like that, and they just don't want the hassle, so they just kind of take it out on other people that are trying to do um what they want to do.
yeah,
And I feel like it's good that people follow their fucking passion, man. As corny and cheesy as that shit sounds, because I worked, I had a regular job before, man, where I actually worked and it fucking sucked.
yeah,
And one day I was just like, dude, I'm fucking miserable here. Like, is this what my life is gonna be? I'm just gonna be stuck in this fucking corporate job, fucking hating it, hating the people I work with, you know, and like, is this it? And then I was like, no, fuck that. And I quit, man. I just quit, random jobs here and there and started doing my thing.
Yeah.
even though the money was significantly less, but I was happier.
Yeah.
And I feel like I made the right choice. And of course, you have those people like, dude, that was stupid. You had a really good paying job. That's the fucking dumbest shit you've ever done. This is gonna go nowhere. You're gonna go back begging for your job in like 3 months. You know, I heard it all, dude.
Yeah.
I heard it fucking all. But and I had the same mentality you did. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, you know what, dude,
Yeah.
man, one day I'll prove you wrong. You know,
Yeah.
one day as the years go by, while you're still fucking miserable, I'm still gonna be doing my thing and happy
Yeah.
while you are not. And at the end of the day, man, like that's what I tell a lot of people that either have given me shit in the past or that ask me now why. I'm like, well, why not? You know, I'd rather do it and fail, you know,
Yeah.
and I'll be cool with it. You know, I'll be like, you know what? At least I tried. At
Yeah.
least I gave it my 110%. At least I had fun doing whatever I was doing for whatever amount of time I did. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't fucking go all like, oh my God, it's here, there, and everywhere. But I tried.
Yeah.
Whatever mark I left and made, I made it. I left it. And that's it. Now I move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
You know?
At least you did it instead of wishing you did it.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
And I'd rather do that than fucking live with regret, you know, and like 10, 15, 20 years be like, whoa, what a fucking idiot I was, you know, for listening to all these dumbasses around me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like fuck. I should have just gone with my gut instinct and fuck it, take
Done
the
it, yeah.
gamble. Take it, you know, risk it. Who cares? You know, if you lose money, I mean, okay, yeah, it would suck now in today's economy, but
Yeah.
but it is what it is, you know, like if you can accept that you might lose, then just fucking do it. Because
Yeah.
if you do, it's like, I don't really see it as losing because I tried regardless.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, yeah, man, that's a good mentality to have. Definitely not a wrong mentality. I feel like if I meet people, dude, that have businesses and they have that mentality of like, oh, like everything I do sucks. No, this is not good enough. Like they constantly put themselves down so much. I tend to be like, okay, I need to stay away
From that.
because I don't want to get sucked into that shit, you know, or
Yeah.
sucked into that negativity. Because after a while,
Exactly.
you're like, oh man, what I'm doing is fucking trash. And like, why am I such a Debbie Downer all of a sudden? It's because the people around
you're
you,
surrounded people like that. Yeah.
man, and you might not, you won't even fucking feel it or know it that you're like that until either someone tells you or you really come to that realization where you're like, holy shit, I'm turning into what I said I was not. Quit it. And then you just gotta accept and move forward, man. But no, yeah, dude, yeah, I feel like your way of thinking, dude, you're on the right track for
Appreciate
sure.
it, man.
No, yeah, dude, definitely. And again, never have any fucking like second thoughts on it, you know?
Yeah, dude.
The more confident, I guess, you feel and you tell yourself you are, you know, the easier shit will come, dude. I mean that I know just on experience. You know, and I don't know if you do believe. I've been asking a lot of people this shit. I'm just kind of curious with their question. Like, their answer actually, do you believe in like manifestation? Do you feel like if you put something out there?
Yeah, dude. Definitely. The universe is listening. So you kind of just have to tell it what you want and you know how bad you want it. So
No, yeah, I agree, man. I really do as well believe that as well. That's why if I ever say something negative about myself, I'm like, I was just kidding.
yeah, never mind.
I'm not a dumbass. Like I was joking. Like I'm good. I got it. I get it. You know, lesson learned. You know, time to move forward. Because I feel like too, man, the more mistakes we make, you know, that just makes us the people we are today.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's the horrible mistakes anybody might have made, you learn from those mistakes, you accept the mistake, and then you just fucking move forward, man. And again, and it makes us the people we are today. Because because again, when I was younger, I was a little out there, I was a little wild, you know, did a lot of stupid shit. And people ask me like, oh, dude, do you regret this? Do you regret that? And you know, if you were to ask me when I was way, way younger, I would have been like, you know what, I do regret it. But now, knowing what I know and everything I've experienced, I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
Because then I would probably not be the same person I am today.
Exactly, bro.
You know, just all that knowledge, good or bad, man. And I'd rather have gone through all the bad and all the mistakes know what I know now. And then if anybody does ask for advice, I'm like, okay, dude, well, I went through it. So here's my advice. You can either take it with a grain of salt, you can follow it or not. It's cool, but I'm just letting you know what I experienced.
Yeah.
So in my question, dude, is like, so whenever you have someone maybe that you might meet along the way, or maybe you might have met in the past that was trying to start a business or anything in general, and they felt kind of like unsure, would you be willing to just kind of, hey, you know what, here are my 2 cents, take it how you take it, and I'm here? Or would you be a little more to like just kind of, be a little more on eggshells, kind of, well, shit, I'm not sure what kind of advice I can give or not give.
Bro, I feel like you whatever help you can give, you should give it. You know what I mean? If someone's out there trying to do something that they're gonna be happy with and pushing themselves out there, I feel like if they any help that they can get, any advice, even if it's something stupid like, oh, make sure you do this or whatever, I feel like all of that is helpful. That's definitely what's happened with me, bro. People have been like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this or something like that. And I don't, just ignore them or anything. I kind of listen to it, analyze it and appreciate all the help you can get. So, yeah, if anybody would ask, what they could do to succeed with a business, I would love to help.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. And yeah, I know, and especially nowadays, dude, not so many people are willing to give that info. There's a lot of gatekeeping
No, yeah,
for whatever reason, and I never understood that. My mentality towards anything business is there's enough for everybody.
yeah,
This is a huge world, man. It's populated with so many people, not only in the US, but overseas. So it's like if you have that knowledge, if you've been through whatever situation you've been through, good or bad, and you can pass it along to somebody just to make their whatever they're going through a little easier.
yeah,
Sometimes do too, man. Like, people are going through some shit and all they need to really hear, they don't really need to hear a solution, man. Just the fact that, hey, you know what, Marco, like, I feel you, dude. I've gone through that exact same thing you have. This is how it made me feel. This is how I overcame it. Don't worry, dude. Again, sometimes just hearing that, you're just like, it makes you feel better. You're like,
yeah,
oh shit. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so Marco's gone through that. He went through the same thing. Okay, so it's cool. It's
yeah.
okay. I can get
You get
past
through it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got past it. I can get past it. I'm okay. And then boom. Sometimes that's all people really need to
yeah.
hear, man. It's not really oh, this is how you fix it. It's just like, I get you. I went through it. Here's my advice. If you need me, I'm here.
We're right there. Yeah, yeah, dude.
Boom.
Exactly.
That's it, man. And then again, it's just, I just feel too, it's just good karma, man. It's good
Yeah,
karma coming
yeah,
back your way. Um and plus it just makes, and two, I always feel like that's a good way to make new friends, new
hmm,
business, in whatever business that they're in. And two, man, you never know, it might open doors to other projects, or maybe, hey, I met this guy who might benefit you because here's their info, and guess what, all because you help them out, or you
exactly.
were just there to listen to
Yeah,
whatever issue that they might have going. So dude, that goes a long way.
yeah, yeah. There- There's a lot of negativity in the world, unfortunately. So it's better to not add to that when
I
you can,
agree.
bro.
No, I agree, man. The more positive and the more good that we can put out there, I feel the better, man. In any situation, we can do our part, even if it's a little bit,
Yeah,
some kind of positivity or anything, man. That'll just bring a smile to somebody. I feel like we're doing our part. Like with the designs, dude. Like just you putting stuff out there, and having people, I'm sure, I mean, you get compliments on your shit, man. You have really cool fucking designs, dude. Like just hearing someone say, dude, that last collection you released, holy shit, it was fucking badass, man. Like, I get where you're coming from. I have that too, or
yeah, yeah,
this freaks me out too, or this is whatever, whatever the case may be, man. And I just feel like, I don't know, it just gives you some sort of self, like, it's, oh shit, accomplishment.
yeah,
I'm getting these people I'm making them happy and
It's
with my,
validating.
yeah, man, yeah, it is, and it just makes you want to do more,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
and so how do you feel, dude, like when you meet people, or um I don't know if you get messages or what, or vendor events, like when you get that positive feedback, man, like how does that make you feel,
Oh,
and how does that help inspire you just to continue to keep on going?
yeah, dude. It's just it kind of just lets me know that I'm on the right path. You know what I mean? Like when I get a compliment, or whatever, bro, it's just like, yeah, okay, this is what I'm meant to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to. I'll keep going forward, keep moving forward, bro. Keep doing what I love, and people are liking it. So it's
Yeah.
fulfilling, bro. It's fulfilling.
No, yeah, it is, dude. And again, like you said, it kind of it gives you that feeling of, okay, like I'm on the right track. Like you said, I'm people are digging it. And again, the one person that likes it and buys, they share it to their social media
Yeah,
and then some. And that's how you kind of start that little, I guess, that little train, dude.
yeah.
Um, and so how long has Pillars of Doom been around, man? Like how long have you had this company?
So Pillars of Doom, I started in 2022, and that was
Okay.
just me doing, random designs, just something I thought was cool. I'll put it up on Instagram, and that led me to working with a lot of cool people, um, a lot of cool bands, a lot of different companies, and they got to a point where like, okay, I need to I need to make this a little bit more. I need to do more with what I'm doing. So 2024 is when I started Pillars of Doom Studios, and that's when I started, making my own T-shirts, making my own, merchandise.
That's cool, man. Damn, dude. So 2022, it's not has you have it's not that
Not that
long.
long, bro. Not that long.
Still a baby.
Yeah.
No, that's badass. So, have you ever thought of doing death scenes?
What do you mean?
I don't know. That's what someone asked in the chat. I guess like on a horror movie, like like Art the Clown sawing the chick in half. Like
Oh yeah,
Terrifier. Like have you ever thought of doing any designs based on certain, let's say, horrific or gruesome kind of fucking like movie scenes?
definitely, bro. Especially when it comes to horror like that, I have some old designs, dude. I based off of like The Exorcist.
Oh, nice.
There's there's some rip off designs I've made of like Leatherface, bro. Um, it's something that I love doing, bro. Just kind of like bootlegging horror movie characters and just
Everybody
throwing
does
them
it,
in there.
dude.
Yeah, yeah,
It's okay. Yeah, because dude, at some point too, I would feel guilty sometimes. But then when I would go to like a lot of conventions or vendor events, and I see people make their own, version of like Leatherface or this or that or Michael Myers, and I'm like,
yep.
oh goddamn, everybody's doing it. Or
Yeah.
even I've come across companies too, man, on Instagram that they'll do like those horror subscription boxes.
Oh
They'll do
yeah,
like,
yeah,
but it's not like they're not like, oh, it's licensed by Nightmare on Elm Street. No, this is their
yeah, yeah.
take on it. I mean, looks exactly the fucking same. They just changed minor, tiny little things here
Little
and there,
things, yeah,
whatever, and they release it and sell it, and they make a fucking killing.
yeah, dude. I have a couple horror movie posters, bro. Every once in a while, I'll get super inspired. Or, like I'll watch a movie. I'm like, yep, I need to make a poster design for this. So I have I think the last one I did was Halloween, bro, and I based it off of the kitchen scene, where he like stabs the dude and
Oh
like
yeah,
pins him
yeah,
on the wall. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
based it off of that, bro, and that's honestly that's my favorite like poster design I've made in a while.
That's fucking cool, dude. Yeah, I'm a sucker for stuff like that. Like with t-shirts. So usually especially if it's like a movie that I'm a fan of, dude, I wouldn't even question it. I'll just be like, oh, look at that, I'm buying it.
Yep.
I just buy it because I love collecting horror tees like that.
Yep.
Don't I mean, the licensed ones, whatever, it's cool, but I love other people's creativity when they kind of do their version of certain horror
Mhm.
icons, dude, or scenes or whatever the case may be, man. I just always feel like cooler shit comes out of it, dude.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, for
fuck,
sure,
man.
bro.
Like I've come across so many people's fucking stores like on Etsy that like there's this one dude, he fucking makes like lamps out of the lament configuration from
Oh,
Hellraiser.
that's sick.
But dude, like he makes like huge ones, man. Like you can hang it on your ceiling and it's huge. It
Oh,
looks
dude, that's insane.
fucking sick. And I'm like, that is badass. And I
Yeah.
would feel like you wouldn't see that like with a licensed
No,
fucking
not at all,
vendor or
bro.
seller. Like, so no, dude, I can appreciate that shit
Yeah.
because man, it's just so fucking cool, dude. And that's why like whenever my daughter or somebody sends me links on Etsy to people shop, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, I see this, I have to buy it.
Yeah,
Stop.
stop.
Like, stop sending me this stuff. You're not helping my addiction here.
Yeah.
You're making it worse. But nah, dude. But yeah, and it's cool, man, that you you know, you have that. And I think I think that's a cool thing to do, man. Like if you were to do a little more of that, I think a lot of people like that stuff,
Yeah.
dude. A lot of people are into that, man. Like I remember like during the pandemic. Okay, wait, before I get into that. So has anybody ever asked you like for some fucking design or something that you were like, holy shit, like that's crossing lines that maybe I could not do?
I don't think so, bro.
No,
Thankfully, everyone everyone I've worked with has been pretty tame.
it's been pretty
So
normal.
pretty normal.
And like,
Yeah.
do you have a line where you would be like, I don't know?
Yeah,
I
dude,
don't know.
there's definitely some things that I wouldn't really get into. Like nudity, bro. I don't know, it just makes me kind of uncomfortable to do that. So that's definitely something that I wouldn't, do personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I think there was this band I worked with a while ago. And I did like this dude getting sawed in half by like this guy wearing like a pig mask, bro. It's just like blood spraying everywhere, bro. So when it comes to gore and that, I'm pretty chill, but I don't know, it's just weird with other stuff.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. Like during the pandemic, I had gotten asked by somebody who was from California, who they bought a lot of my paintings, so I was like super grateful because they were paying.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, because I mean, I don't know if I'm sure you've experienced it where you set a price and then someone's like, but I only have, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker. I'm like, time, but I guess
Right.
whatever. But this person was paying whatever prices I don't know. I want this, that. Okay, sure. And I was like, holy shit. And then one day, man, I get this weird email like, oh, bro, like, can you paint so and so, like, serial killer, like, with this and that? And I was like, what?
No.
I was like, what? And I don't know what I can't, because social media is so sensitive now, but it was fucking like out there, dude.
Yeah.
Like, to where I had to read the email like 3 times just to make sure that what I was reading was really what he was asking. And I was just like, holy shit. I was like, I can't do that because I would feel
Weird. Yeah.
weird. Yeah, dude, it would just no, and I was like, but then I started thinking, damn, if I don't do it, then what if this guy never buys from me again? I'm like, no, no. I was arguing with myself. No, you have morals,
You have
sir.
standards,
Like, yeah, like you have standards. Like, no, it just respectfully declined.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, I did, and he was like, too hardcore for you, right? I go, dude, that was fucked up, dude. I was like, were you kidding, or did you really want? He's like, no, I was really looking for something like that. I'm like, damn,
Jesus,
weirdo. and I had known, I didn't know him, but we had that like business relationship for like a couple of years, man. And then I guess finally he let his guard down. He's like, I want this, and I was like, whoa,
yikes.
whoa. Good thing I don't live in California. No, yeah, dude. So that was my first experience with something that was over the top. That's why I was just kind of curious to see where you stood on it, because I have met people, on social media that do like, they have their own brands or they just do design work. And they don't fucking care, man. Like they're like, whatever it is, it can be the most crazy and fucked up and unhumane thing, and they'll do it. And I'm like, bro, you don't have like, how could you do that? I'm like, I don't care. I get paid. I'm like, damn.
Yikes.
I'm like, well, I mean, I can't do that. I would feel so guilty, man. Like, I feel like knowing how I am, and that's why when I declined, he was cool with it, and he still, I guess he just wanted to know what my limit was, and I
Right.
never had anybody test my limits, dude. I didn't even know I had limits,
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I apparently I do have my limits, and that's why I was
That's
like,
good.
damn.
That's good.
I told my mom I was like, Mom, this fucking dude wanted me to paint this, and she was like, oh, I know, like you better have said no. I'm like, no, I did. She was like, oh, okay. She's like, well, why are you telling me? I go, I don't know.
Just
I
need
guess
to tell somebody.
yeah, I just wanted to. You were the first person I saw. Sorry, sorry, I had to explain this to you in horrible detail, but that's what he emailed me, and she was like, "No, it doesn't matter how much he would have given you. If you would have done that, I would have fucking given you a cachetada." I'm like, oh, okay, well, good thing I said no, because fuck that. But yeah, dude, and again, it's just getting that like you said, you just got to tell somebody, hey, this fucking person asked me to do some weird ass shit, but. No, yeah, man, it's good to know that you are on. We're here when it comes to that. We have our standards, which is cool. Because again, too, man, the way I see it is like with any business, even though the apparel, it's a little more on the gothic, the dark, the horror, the macabre, whatever the case may be. But it's still once you cross a certain line or a certain boundary, and then that's how you get labeled as, or your brand gets labeled as, or you're not, oh, they support this. And it's like, fuck that, dude. I'd rather avoid that fucking social media nightmare.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Because it's funny, man. I always feel like people always pick up on the dumb bad shit, and you're like, and because there was a brand, dude, that I followed, super nice, couple, but I think that's why I don't mix politics, religion, fucking nothing
exactly
with whatever I do, because they did, and they went from getting 15, 20, they were just starting, to all of a sudden one day one of their fucking posts had I don't know, 10,000 comments, and so many, but it was all just drama, oh, you support, oh, okay, this, and now okay, that, and then it's like, how do you get yourself out of that shit?
Right, you can't,
right?
Once you get that label, you're done.
You're stuck, and it's either, and you're kind of fucked, because now you're getting all this publicity you might have wanted, but
in the wrong way.
Exactly, dude. And I haven't checked up on them recently, but that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
But I know a year and a half, 2 years into it, man, every now and then when they would post something, you would get a random fucking maybe a good 30 or 40, oh, but you support this, you support that, you support this. So I guess just based on what you said, so I'm assuming that any of that political or that kind of shit, you just stay away from.
Yep. No. I think the only thing I've posted that I've made sort of political was this it's this joke tee. It's just a little raccoon with a little possum standing by a dumpster where with one's got a shotgun, the other one's got revolvers. It's just saying I'm not too fond of the government, and really death metal font.
Yeah,
that's as far as I'll go. That's as far as I'll go, bro.
See, now that is cool. That I totally respect that, because it's still part of that whole anti, in metal or punk, anti the government,
anti-government,
that. So totally cool with that. But I think that is perfect. I think once you start kind of crossing into that where you're choosing sides.
Yeah, exactly.
I support this and I support that. I think that's when you just kind of get mixed in a clusterfuck of just shit.
Negativity.
Yeah, dude.
You can't win. You can't win.
Oh, fuck no, man. That's a lose situation. Hell, yeah, no. That's why I guess too, man, that's why I kind of tend to stick to myself when it comes to stuff like this, meeting you, man, and you being super cool. Blessing, dude. Again, because that's, again, it's,
you never know. Know.
Yeah, man, it's like needles in a haystack nowadays. You're you just don't fucking know. and as time goes on, you're like, damn, do I want to take this chance or not? Yes or no? And then you're like, fuck it, you do it, and you're like, okay, it worked out. But then there are those randoms where you're like, yeah, no, let me go for it, and then you're just like, oh, I just got burned. Fuck. Lesson learned, dumbass. But so like, how do you overcome? Let's say, well, no, you kind of already did answer that for me. Um, so like on the music side, have you
Okay.
ever been in a band or anything?
Uh yeah, dude. I mean, during high school, bro, I had my buddy. He plays the drums, and after school on weekends, I'd go over to his house, and we'd write a bunch of stuff. I'm terrible at writing music, bro. Every time we'd play something, we'd be halfway through the song, and he'd be like, "Hey, that's a System of a Down song, bro. Like, what are you doing?"
Uh,
I'd be like, "Oh
yeah.
crap!" So we'd have to go back. But yeah, dude. I haven't really gotten into like writing music as of now, but it's still something that I used to love doing with my friend. Just doing covers of songs while his neighbors were just walking past the garage. Yeah, or
Yeah,
his
that
dad.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, dude. No, that's super cool, man. And do you think that's something that you would do again eventually
Oh
in the
yeah, dude.
future? Yeah.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
And so incorporating music, man, like with your brand, is that maybe like a short-term goal where you'd want to have more musicians like repping your shit, whether it's like, while they're performing on tour, or maybe even then doing like a little photo shoot, or
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
stuff. Because I feel like with the brand that you have, man, then I have that's essential. I
yeah,
feel,
yeah.
especially with, again, man, with some of the bands that I reach out to, I know them, or I just, if I don't know them, maybe I might have worked with them once or twice. I'm like, hey, come
You think
on,
you'd like
bro,
yeah.
you like it? I do. Well, come on, just
Yeah.
but so that definitely is a goal that that you
Yeah,
see yourself.
for sure, man. I mean, if you want to rock the gear, bro, I'll send you whatever.
Yeah, no, fuck yeah, dude. And again, that's a good way to, I guess, just to promote,
Yeah, yeah.
to promote, network, and just get yourself out there, dude. Definitely, it helps, and again, especially with the touring bands, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's crucial because it since they hit up so many towns, so many states, especially if it's a long run, depending on who they're on with, and again, them having, I feel like either it's business cards or stickers or
Yeah.
whatever of your stuff on that table, man. Like, because that's something that I do with a few bands too. Like, I'll
Mhm.
get like a little like care package. Like, hey, like I let them know, if you're gonna go on tour, let me know at least 2 months, 3 months in advance, and maybe I'll get a little something for you, like lanyards,
Right, right.
buttons, stickers. Come up with a package like, hey, if you buy a CD and a T-shirt, we'll give you a free fucking lanyard, a free Pillars of Doom lanyard,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a button, and here's their gift card, their fucking business card. There's their social media website, you know. And I just feel like that too, man, is one, because it's helping the band out.
Mhm.
Maybe give out little perks or incentives when people buy shit, and two, it's helping the brand because now people that have never heard of the brand are like, oh shit,
Yeah.
okay, that's a cool lanyard, that's a cool sticker, that's a cool button. I'll check them out, and slowly but surely, man, that's what I tell
Yeah.
everybody. Is the pace is slow, but as long as you keep at it and you're
It's work. Yeah.
consistent, it'll happen, man. It's sooner rather than later.
Yeah, yeah. Right
Patience.
now, sorry. You
No, no, go for it.
Oh, yeah, so right now, we're kind of starting this thing. I want to call it the Doom Crew. We reached out to a couple influencers, bro. A lot more like fashion tutorials. They're showing you how to dress. You know, there's two right now. It's Spooky Morgs is one of them, and I'm gonna butcher their name, but Oprah Dia, I think they're part of the Doom Crew right now. So we sent them our a little gift box, or a little care package, bro, and that's how we're kind of pushing ourselves out into that.
Yeah, no, and it's good to do that, man. I'm on the same boat, dude. I think within the last maybe like 3 months, 4 months,
Mhm.
I've really started like pushing that, making sure that whoever's the supporting the brand like that, making sure that I'm getting whatever little care packages to
Yeah,
them, and in a timely manner, because it helps, especially again, dude. Like, I tried doing one of those fucking videos, man, where they do the whole like transition thing with
yeah.
I was like, super fail. I was like, No, I'll like you looking for influencers, micro influencers who do that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and they make it look so damn easy, dude. I'm like, hey, what do you think? Okay, I'll send you some shit. Do
Yep.
your thing.
Exactly.
Because I don't know, man. I fucking I guess my age is showing or something, but I just fucking can't, dude. I'm like I fucking can't do this. Every time I do it, it looks stupid when I'm editing it, or I make a dumb face, or that's why I always wear like sunglasses, dude. Even when I was in a band,
Uh-huh.
I always look constipated in photo shoots because I would be like, because I would always make a stupid face, or I would always like cross my eye, like, like just I don't know why I would do shit like that, but I would be like, no, I either if I'm doing a photo shoot, I either wearing my shades or I'm fucking wearing a mask. I'm hiding this, because again, I'm always gonna make a dumbass face, or I'm gonna cross my eyes, and I'm gonna look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man, that you're reaching out to people. So in reaching out, man, to all these influencers or micro influencers, how has the process been? Has it been like a little, has it been a little tough, or has it been pretty easy for you?
Yeah, no, it's been a little 50-50, you know what I mean? A lot of
Yeah.
people that are like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool, but we're not really interested." Or just they're like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," and just completely left on red, delivered, nothing. But the people that do reach back out and they see you and they're like, "Yeah, that I feel that I associate with it, bro." It's a good feeling when someone like relates to it and they're willing to promote it on their end.
Yeah, no, and yeah, no, it does feel good, man, and you get that sense of accomplishment, like, oh shit, okay, shit, okay, they dig it, they're
Yep.
willing to take whatever time out of their day to either do those videos or do that photo shoot. Yeah, man. So, and again, it's an awesome feeling. I know the first person that actually did a legit photo shoot for like my stuff. And she sent me all the pictures. I was like, whoa. I
Yeah.
was like, because it was like professionally
Yeah, yeah.
fucking done, and I was like, I wasn't expecting that. So it kind of caught me off guard a bit. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, that just made me even more appreciative again, because they're taking
Exactly.
time out of their day to spend that couple of hours, doing that photo shoot. So no, yeah, man, it's definitely a cool thing to see. And again, and you get to know too, as far as in the beginning, who really supports you and the brand, because I feel like, okay, if they're doing videos, if they're posting every no they're being consistent with it,
Yep.
that just tells me like, okay, this is a person, that I can send more shit to, and I know that they're going to give me good content, to
Exactly.
where it's worth me like it showing on on your social media platforms. And again, those are the people you want to take care of, because you know that
Yep.
they're there for the, the
Yeah.
the right reason, like they're just not there to cop some free shit and then disappear.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fuckers, those that do that, I hope you get diarrhea forever. So like, what does the future, where do you see Pillars of Doom, man, in the next, like, let's say 2 to 5 years? Like, do you have long-term goals, any short-term goals that you want to meet?
Yeah, dude. Every time I think about the future of Pillars of Doom, I'm thinking, you know, warehouse, got my screen printing set right here, got like my friends or whatever people helping me produce the merchandise, and I'm just sitting here, just like in awe, just watching everything kind of run, bro.
Yeah.
Designing stuff. Yeah, dude, I have a lot of plans, bro, a lot of goals for Pillars of Doom, and I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for what's gonna hopefully happen, bro.
It will happen.
It will happen.
It will happen. Got to put it out there, man. It will. Now that's cool, man. That's really really cool. And do you have any plans, or I don't know, have you done any like um shit, like any like vendor events, or how they have a lot of those
Yeah.
like like cons or whatever that kind of fit the aesthetic. Have you done any of those recently, or is that something you want to do a little more consistent in the future?
Yeah, dude, I definitely wanna do some of those markets, bro. There's a lot of cool ones here in Houston that I've kind of talked to the owners and I see myself being there. It's just, a matter of getting all the supplies and the time, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I did a few, and the few that I did taught me a lot, dude. Because I started seeing a lot of other vendors, and man, they go with like fully fucking like stocked.
Decked
Like,
out, yeah.
yeah. So, and that's when I was kind of like taking a lot of mental notes. I'm like, okay, I'm like 30 fucking percent ready here. I'm like, no, I need to go
You
back
gotta
and
get back. Yeah.
really, like, not only the of course the fucking inventory part of it, that's huge, of course, but the visual display, the
Yep.
aesthetic,
Exactly.
to attract those people
Hmm.
to be like, oh shit, that looks
That looks
creepy
cool.
and
Yeah.
cool as fuck. I want to go see what they have. So that's what I kind of started being like, okay, I need to think like fucking retail mode here.
Yep.
Like, okay, what aesthetics, what visuals, what horror fucking things, skulls, this, that, whatever the case may be, that
Mhm.
you can kind of put around, your merch again to have that visual aesthetic and make people like be like, oh shit, look, let's go check out that tent over there. So yeah, no, man. So I feel you on that, visuals and inventory
Yeah.
is crucial,
Yeah. For
crucial.
sure. For sure.
So that's why I kind of was like, okay, I need to pump the brakes here on fucking any events, and I need to make sure that not only do I have enough inventory, but of course visually, um, it makes sense. It
Right.
flows. Because I like telling stories, man, with any
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
like visuals. So I think it'd be kind of cool just to have little, I don't know, little stupid things um, like the fucking Oswald board, like fucking t-shirt, having maybe like a little mini fucking like actual Ouija board there.
Yeah.
Just stupid shit, man, that people be like, I know.
Yeah.
It'll get people there to kind of like to look at your stuff.
Yeah.
Or that we can be like, oh, well, look at this, look at that, da, 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 da. But no, yeah, man. And definitely a lot of things like that came into place. And I would see people too, man. They had like little interaction things, like
Mhm.
the little spin wheels, like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
oh, you spin this, you get 10% off, or you spin this, you get a free set of stickers, this, that, or whatever. And I was just soaking everything
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
man. And then to the vendors that were cool at some of those ones that I went to at first, I started asking so many questions. And they were like, oh, so you're new at this, huh? I'm like, yeah,
Like
could you
yeah.
tell? Could you tell? But the reassurance, they were like, oh, we all start off that way, man. Like, but of course, like, it's definitely not a one-man fucking team, dude. I can
Yeah.
tell you that much,
For sure.
especially when you have everything how you want it, whether
Mhm.
it's the visuals, the merch, the tents, the banners, whatever to promote yourself. Like, there's just so much, man. And but again, that's just another goal to set as
Yeah.
to what you want to accomplish. That way, when you do go out to these events, you're 110%. You're set up for success, and now it's just on you, on your marketing and your people skills.
Yeah.
Just getting out there and talking to people. Again, that's always the hardest thing for me, dude. I always kind of tell myself, you know what, the worst someone's gonna tell me is probably fuck off. Like, that's kind of what I tell myself.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, just go with the flow, go with the fucking flow. um which is cool, man. And so then you do plan on doing more of those in the future once you kind
Yeah.
of get fully stocked.
Yeah. Definitely, bro. Definitely.
That's cool, man. Nah, dude, and definitely when you do stuff like that, man, keep me in the loop, especially if you're in Texas.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be an event that I could, show up at, and
Yeah,
just
dude.
we
For sure.
can
For
hang
sure.
out, especially in the H Town area, because I haven't been up there in damn, dude, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
All I remember is I hated the fucking traffic
Oh,
there.
dude. I don't even
I
want to talk about it, bro.
never had so much anxiety in my life. Dude, so to anybody that's starting, let's say, any kind of business in fashion, apparel, accessories, man, how it is.
Yeah.
You've ups and downs, and good days, bad days, are normal in business or in any kind of business.
Exactly.
But what would you give to any like young up and comers out there, man? If you can give them a piece of advice with whatever they might want to do on the business side of things, like what bit of knowledge could you give them?
Do what makes you happy and what you want to put out. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of companies out right now, they kind of stick to a script. You know what I mean? It's always like, oh, this works, so we're just gonna keep doing this over and over and over again. But if you can just do what you think is unique to yourself and what you want to put out there, bro, you'll get people that connect to it. And that connection is more than, any big corporate company will ever get. So as long as you're happy with what you're putting out, you're happy with yourself, that will get you where you want to be.
Hell yeah, dude. That is a good, solid advice, man. Because I feel like being genuine really does translate, in anything that we
Yeah.
do, really, and especially in business, man. It's important, especially once you start, like, owners or whoever's running whatever, business. Once you kind of start putting yourself out there too, whether it be, in photo shoots or videos or commentary or, like, interviews, whatever the case may be, man. Like, I feel like if you're, like you said, if you're genuine and you're true to yourself, you are being who you are, that translate, people will pick up on it and be
Yep.
like, oh shit, this dude is not, he's not just telling us whatever bullshit we want to hear because they're trying to sell this or that. He's being himself.
Yep.
He's being honest with himself. And you know what? That's definitely a person and a brand that I can support because, like you said, you're not following that fucking script, dude. You're
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
you. And that's just the way, that's the way anybody should condone themselves in business. I
Exactly.
feel, be yourself. Hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah. I agree 100%. And dude, so where could people find you? Like, how can people uh look you up on social media?
Oh, everything, bro. Pillars Doom Studios, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I
Right
think
on.
Reddit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So real quick, dude, tell me about this t-shirt.
This T-shirt has gotten me into trouble.
Oh shit, why?
This is from our new phobia collection. This is trypophobia, the
Hmm.
fear of holes.
Yes.
Yep. I got a very concerned message when I first put this collection out. Um, Basically just, how could you do this? This
No
is
way.
terrifying. I'm never getting back on this website. This is
What?
horrible. This is
What?
torture for people. Yep.
Oh
So
shit.
it
Damn.
was a fun message to read at like 9 in the morning. But
Wow.
yeah,
Hey man. You know what? The fact that you were able to freak somebody out like that,
yeah,
that's a that's a
that's a win
win
in my
right
book.
there.
Yeah, that's a
That's
win.
a win, fucking win. Dang, dude, that's cool, man. That's a cool thing to have on your resume. I
Yeah,
freaked
for
somebody
sure.
out.
For sure, bro. I've never been prouder of a design.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. And with this one right here.
Automatonophobia, bro. This is the fear of mannequins, dolls. I always kind of, when I was making this, I was kind of picturing the weeping angels from Doctor Who, bro.
Oh
That's
yeah,
always
yeah,
been,
yeah.
yeah. That's kind of what I was kind of aiming for. Uh, yeah, and then of course, you have my buddy in the back,
Yeah.
Just our demon.
That's cool, man. That this is a cool, that's a cool shirt, dude. I really
Thank you,
dig
thank
this
you.
one. And boom, right here.
Thalassophobia. Yep, that's one of my favorites in the collection, bro.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
pretty sweet.
yeah, that's the fear of, I think, like big things underwater. So
Oh, dude,
yeah,
yeah. That would freak me out.
yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
of course, Cthulhu, the Kraken.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The fear of not knowing
what's
what
under?
could be
Yeah,
swimming right underneath you.
yep.
Fuck yeah.
This is my personal from the collection, bro. This is my our arachnophobia
Uh-huh.
T-shirt. Yeah, and it just says, "Man, screw arachnophobia. Let spiders get married." And
Have you ever seen the movie Arachnophobia? The old
yes,
one?
dude. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, fucking classic. I love that movie.
for sure, bro. Yeah, this is
Damn.
one of my favorites. Acrophobia, the fear of heights, bro. This
Yes.
one, yep. This one was a big one, bro.
Are you afraid of heights?
Yes, definitely, bro. Definitely. Um,
Oh.
it's kind of have I kind of have to swallow my fears, bro. Where I work, I have to get up on a roof sometimes, so you
Oh
know,
shit. Yeah. Damn, dude. That's afraid of heights, but then you work to something
do it.
dealing with.
Yeah, I'll
Damn.
be going up this ladders, all shaky and stuff. So I could relate to this one, bro. I could relate to this one.
Right on. And this is a little Halloween like kind of release that you've done
Yeah.
recently.
So this is, besides our Fovea collection, this is our, more traditional Halloween designs. On the top left is our Spirit of Doom t-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
super inspired by the Spirit Halloween logo.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just kind of threw my own spin at it. Of course, had to throw Doug, our mascot, in it,
Hell yeah.
carving a little pumpkin. And the top right one, bro, that was that was inspired by a lot of like ghost hunting shows, bro. Like the intros where it's like, "Oh, I'm Zach Bagans, and when I was 6 years old, I heard, you know, something in my closet, so now I'm
Yeah,
trying to prove that ghosts are real."
dude,
So
that's fucking hilarious. But that's awesome though, dude. So I came. It's funny you bring up Zach Bagans. There's this TikTok fucking channel with this. It's a husband and wife, and they parody Zach Bagans, and she dresses up as Zach Bagans, so she has the whole muscle, the fucking hair,
yeah.
the little thing, and she calls herself Zach Boogans. So, dude, it's fucking bro, no, bro. I do
No
the,
way. Yeah.
the parody is so fucking spot on that where I think where the actual Zach Bagans, I think actually block them on social media.
Of course you
So
did. Of
that's how
course.
you know you're doing some good shit. But dude, if you come across it, just I think just type in Zach Boogans or something
Yeah.
like that parody. Fucking hilarious, dude. Like once I start one of those videos or it comes out on my For You page, I just fucking go on their shit and I like binge watch like however many videos I might have like missed out on for like however many months, but definitely
Hell
worth
yeah,
it,
dude.
man. The parody is fucking hilarious. And these are available now, right?
Yes, these are available.
All right, so you can go to pillarsofdoomstudios.com. And again, so I'm going to leave the Pillars of Doom Studios links in the description box below. Instagram will be there, the website will be there as well. And again, guys, you'll definitely see some cool shit. This Halloween release is just a few, and these are sweet, man. Like really, really good. You're
Thank you.
doing
Thank
some
you.
pretty fucking amazing stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. And again, dude, just keep at it, man. Keep at it. Keep hustling, keep pushing, and slowly but surely, man. Eventually, you'll look back and be like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
like I'm here now." Like the accomplishment, the sense of accomplishment will be well worth it for you and your people that help you out, man. In the end, like
for sure, bro.
definitely, dude. And again, man, like I want to thank you again, Marco, for just taking the time, dude, to just hang out. Let us know a little bit more about the brand, what you do, how it works. And again, I really do encourage people to check you out and support you, man. It's not, definitely well worth it.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. It's super fun to do this, bro.
Hell yeah, man. We
You
should
know,
definitely do it again, dude.
of
Just to
course, yeah, for sure.
and not even talk about the brand. We can talk about fucking
Whatever.
whatever, man. Conspiracies, horror
Yep.
movies. I mean, I'll go down some rabbit hole type shit with you, dude.
All right, bro. Yeah, that'd be great.
Fuck yeah, man. Again, Marco, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. And again, Pillars of Doom, everybody. Again, the description box below, you'll find all the links, Instagram and the website. Definitely support Pillars of Doom, support Marco. Super cool dude, super fucking killer brand. You guys will not be disappointed. And remember, if you buy some stuff from Pillars of Doom, make sure you let them know on Instagram, invite them as collaborators, tag them so they know that you are not only did you make a purchase, but you're actually repping and supporting the brand, because that does help out, that does go a long way, and it helps keep the brand moving forward.
Definitely.
Fuck yeah. And again, Marco, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you very much, man.
Thank you, man.
Alrighty, everybody. And again, want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And, it's greatly appreciated that you are here hanging out with us here on the Ravens Corner. And again, this is where we break the silence and let the real voices fly. And again, I just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, of course, Troubadour Amplification. To all you guitarists and bass players out there, you want some kick-ass fucking amps, go to Troubadour Amplification. You want a custom fucking axe, you guitar players, Linegar guitars as well. And of course, to the Metal Hall of Fame. If you want to stay up to date with all things metal, make sure you check their website out. Again, the website is on the description box below, especially since the Hall of Fame is coming up in 2026. Stay up to date with all the cool shit. Again, Pillars of Doom links, Troubadour Amplification, and Linear Guitars will all be in the description box below. And of course, we started with music. We're going to end it with some music as well. So we will end it with Hell on the Border. And this song is called Still. Again, so make sure you support Hell on the Border. Their new album will be out soon. And again, thank you guys. And here is Hell on the Border with Still.
Of a lady as she
Alrighty, see you on November 1st. I have Requiem for Redemption on, heavy metal band. See you then. Peace.